Hi, cutie pie. Hi, good morning, everybody. This is Brittany at Big Cat Rescue here in Tampa, Florida. I'm taking the long way out to Rehab because I'm giving you guys time to share this, tag your friends and family, let everybody know that we're live. Today we are just going to go out and try to see our Bobcat anniversary girl, Miss Winter. I'm going to have a little detour at the Rehab hospital so that I can put her food and meds in the fridge in there, so it's much closer to my office. So by the time she needs fed and her PM meds, it's already out there and I can just pop over, get all that done. I believe it's a cleaning day for me, so I will do that a little bit later. I'm hoping it warms up a little bit. So Winter, I want to call her a Rehab Bobcat, but she has been deemed non-releasable because we still don't have a 100% answer as to what's causing her ailment. We believe FLM is the culprit, but there haven't been any other Bobcats to survive that longer than a day or so. And I know that you guys went out there yesterday with Lisa and Carol for Singing Sunday, and you got a little glimpsey of her at the end. I'm going to see if we can get a better view of her today. No promises. We might just stare at an empty enclosure, but at least I can talk to you about some of the rehab stuff. There's Maxie. There's Maxie. Big cats that have open air enclosures have been in their roof section since yesterday. We had a lot of high winds, and I'm not actually sure what today's weather is going to do right now either. To me, it looks as if it is, like if I was in Ohio, I would say we had a snowstorm coming. The clouds today, I can't tell you what this is. I don't know if it's going to be humidity or rain or cold or both. We just left the Outback gate. This is where my office is. It's where Carol and Jamie and I work from. Here's our other part of Tiger Lake, the much bigger end. Thank you guys for sharing and for being here on this Monday morning. It's a really, really big day if you think about it, because Winter Bobcat was not expected to live or to do well with her ailments. She takes prednisone every evening, which is why we don't really go out to do cleaning and feeding until the evening with her. She also is not sociable. She's a little over a year old. Her and Summer are not actually that far apart in age. This little building over here is our rehab hospital. There's nobody in it right now, but I am going to run in there just to get her food and her meds situated, like I said, so that it makes it a little easier for me later. Just gotta get a key. That really can't walk very well. She is extremely mobile. She's also extremely elusive, can be really, really hard to see. You guys know these are some of our outdoor cages for kittens and injured bobcats that have come in. We just don't have any patients right now. So this is where all of our supplies are. Afton refilled Winter's pred, and I'm just delivering it out here. And I'll put her food in the fridge. This is my detour. This is where we do all the rehab laundry. You can bet almost every single one of those toys was played with by Summer. There's the kitten room and then the intensive care room back there. This is where really small cats would be, or squirrels or bunnies or any of that. thank you to everybody who is helping out in the comments. I know winter is a tough one to talk about because there's so many unanswered questions. FLM is something that the FWC and Big Cat Rescue has been partnering to try to collect samples. We've done spinal taps, blood work. Doesn't it look like if we weren't in Florida, we're about to get snow? I guess that's a perfect background to go see Miss Winter. So technically, I will admit, yesterday was actually Winter's 1-year rescue anniversary, like to the date. I tried to schedule them for all the dates for oldest to youngest for days that I am here. So that is my bad on why she is technically being celebrated a day late, but I don't think she really cares. So technically Winter is a permanent resident, but she is going to be staying out here in Rehab Cage 4. I did turn my radio off even though there are no other rehabs out here, and we are allowed to talk to her as well, but it's a habit and I just don't want to ever risk that I forget to radio off and turn my radio off. So Cage 1, for anybody who's brand new and doesn't realize that we do rehab and release for native Florida bobcats. We would totally do Florida panthers as well, but haven't had the opportunity. So Cage 1, Cage 2, and Cage 3 are all empty right now. Cage 4 is where Winter lives. And like I said, she's very elusive. She can be very, very difficult to find. I'm gonna do my best not to make her feel like she is being chased, but a lot of times I have pretty good luck on today is my rehab day. We have a rehabber for each day of the week. I do Mondays, Victor does Tuesdays, Afton does Wednesdays. Let's see who does, Mark does Thursdays, duh, my own husband. And then Emma does Fridays, and Amanda does Saturdays, and Aaron does Sundays. So that's our current rehab team. And right now we just have Miss Winter. So on Mondays, I do try to give her enrichment. I do try to have conversations with her. She's very sneaky though. A lot of times you get all the way to the end of the large section and she's already down in the very small sections. So she may have FLM and have some major mobility issues, but this girl loves to eat and she is quick. Winter baby. And I'm not watching my screen at all because I am just trying to keep my eyes peeled for her. So thank you to everybody answering questions about Winter. Her rescue was a very interesting one, a very cold, gloomy day a year ago, about 40 minutes away in New Tampa. She was spotted hunkered down on someone's driveway. By the time that Carol, Michael, and Karma arrived, and Victor and Jamie, she had wedged herself into a real mess of vines and thickets and thorns. And leave it to Carol to crawl in there with a snare pole and pull her out. Oh, there she is. Hi, baby girl. Can you just stay right there so we can talk to you? Hi, honey. Hi, Miss Winter. Let me see if my phone will do it. Hi, Miss Winter. Nope, my phone's not going to do it attached to this, so bear with me for just a second, guys. Okay. Let's see. This phone is just a struggle. There she is. Hi, Winter baby. Did I wake you up? Good morning and happy anniversary. Happy anniversary, babe. What a good girl. What a good girl. Hi, sweetie pie. Let me see if I can get a little bit better angle of her. Hi, sweetie. If I come down low. Hi, good girl. Hi, good girl. Hi, pretty. I'm gonna bring you all kinds of enrichment, okay? Yeah, it's your anniversary. You are a miracle girl. You are a miracle girl. That's my lady. She looks pretty good when she stands and when she sits up. It's definitely when she's in motion that you have a lot of the mobility issues that come out. If she tries to move too fast, she does flail around a little bit. Right, sweet girl? I know. Say, we've been working hard for the last year. We've been working hard together, huh? I always come out and talk to you. I always try to leave enrichment. Yeah, sweet lady. So FLM, I think somebody probably already, there's a short description on her bio page. But it's definitely something that we've got a lot more questions than answers on. The fact that we feed her every day, we think is a really good reason as far as why she's still with us. In the wild, when they get that neurological and mobility issues, they go downhill really fast because they absolutely can't catch any more food, or they get themselves in trouble trying to catch easy prey. So I call it FLM because the full word is a little hard for me to say and I sound stupid, so if somebody can post that for everybody who keeps asking, along with sort of the short description. Winter's bio page is bigcatrescue.org/winter. But it's initially, FLM is basically, from what we can see, it's a neurological issue that affects their mobility. They get super skinny. They kind of lose a lot of activity in their back end. Isn't she beautiful? She grew up too, because she was under a year old when she came in. Do you want to lay down, babies? Yeah. So we feed her every single day, and like I said, she gets prednisone every single evening. We've tried to feed her in the morning. We've tried to actually stick feed her meds. She clearly doesn't let very many people get close. I think Emma and I might be the only two that somewhat had success when we were attempting to stick feed her. Oh no, it's getting windy, babe. So you can see she's even a little shaky when she tries to bread loaf. A little bit spiny. So she's had multiple spinal taps, and I believe they were in talks with somebody about potentially doing an updated exam, an updated MRI, just to see, about a year later how things might have changed. But overall, I mean, like I said, she gets around. She is quick. She is quicker than any of us. She's eating really well. She is actually playful. She just won't do it in front of you. But she's also extremely fierce. If I were to get any closer to her, she would definitely give us a nice big rough. What do you think, lady? I come out and I talk to her a lot. I sing her silly songs. I've played music for her. I know somebody said, I wish she could see other cats. I don't know if she would like that, to be totally honest. Bobcats are really solitary by nature. And with her ailments, seeing other cats might make her feel stressed, because what if she can't get away? What if she can't fight them off? It could be a little intimidating. She did okay with Orpheus next door, but I don't know that she ever really paid attention. She's just so good at hiding. Right, lady? You're so good. So, of course, if we have any kind of updates on any medical exams or anything like that, we'll let you know. But right now, we've just been keeping her calm and comfortable and well fed, and she's doing as best as we can hope. You know, we were told she was the first living FLM cat, and we've been able to get samples from her and fatten her up a little bit, but with mobility issues, you don't want to overdo that. Right, sweetie? I know. You're such a good girl. You're such a good girl. I love my Mondays with Winter. Yeah. You hear them birds? You know, in the past we've had cats come in with very similar symptoms of her, and we later discovered there was, you know, whether it was toxo or like some other kind of thing that was treatable through antibiotics. And they've regained their strength and their mobility, and they bounced back. But she, a year later, is still struggling in that sense. So, right, baby? I know. We hang out quite a lot, don't we? I try to. I try and make sure you see somebody a lot. Like I said, she does get a different rehabber every day, so she's seeing 7 of us. Right, honey? Yeah, I know. And this is my favorite, when she just wants to hunker down and sit. I hate to see her trying to get away, you know, super quickly. Of course, I don't chase her around. That's why I was like, I'm going to do one loop around, and if I spot her, we'll see her. And if I don't, I was going to call it a day. Right, honey? So soak it all in. Sorry I can't get any closer. I know she'll definitely take off, but I feel like this is really a testament to the amount of work I've put in over the last, the first handful of months she was here, we were treating her as a rehab. We did not speak to her. We just came out, cleaned, fed, all of that. So I know a lot of you guys have a lot of great questions about FLM. I'm not a veterinarian, and I'm also not on the research team. I am her caretaker. I do as I'm told, so I can't answer a lot of those questions, but I am hoping that if sooner than later we do some kind of follow-up exam, we could get more of these questions answered. So definitely feel free to ask, but don't be offended when I don't speak of things that I don't know about. Right, baby? I can't believe you've been here for a whole year. Yeah. She was only about 6 pounds when she was rescued a year ago from somebody's front yard. Yeah, I know. You can get cozy if you want. There you go, baby. There you go. Got all those slow blinks. That is my girl. That is my girl. Yeah. Yeah. Can see she's a little bit twitchy, a little bit flighty, a little bit nervous. But she does chase. I've seen her chase lizards, and she does play. Yeah, you just don't always show us. She's very, very special. So thank you ahead of time to anybody who is donating here on our Facebook Live or on Winter's anniversary post on Facebook, as well as those of you that are sponsoring Winter. You know, a cat with a lot of health issues and lifelong health issues can be very, very expensive with their daily care. So we really appreciate anybody and everybody who sponsored Winter. She originally was in the Rehab sponsorships, but you can now find her with our permanent resident Bobcats. So a lot of people ask why we still have her out here in Rehab if she's a permanent resident, and that is because of all of the unknowns. We don't know how contagious. We don't know how it's spread. So she's in, you can see the very small wire. Now, I'm not saying nothing ever gets in this enclosure, but she's very isolated out here on purpose. It's essentially a permanent quarantine. And so if she was in our regular sized enclosures and a raccoon or a possum or a squirrel or a bird goes in somehow, however it's transmitted, and then leaves and walks into another enclosure and is caught and eaten by one of our other cats, we just can't take those kinds of risks with all of the unknowns. So that is my understanding as to why she is going to remain a permanent resident out here in cage 4. Now, am I going to say that that's how it will always be forever and ever? I have no idea. I don't make any decisions around here. But I know that if we ever considered moving her onto the main property, it would be a pretty big undertaking in order to build an enclosure that is specific to her to keep our other cats safe. So I'm not saying never is never, but to my knowledge, that is the reason why she will remain out here in cage 4. Right, sweetie pie? She's like, are you done? Are we done talking yet? Did you like your song yesterday? I missed it. I didn't get to see it yet. Was it good? Yeah, it was good. You appreciated it. You appreciated it. Yeah. Alright guys, well, I don't want to put too much pressure on her, and I'm really glad you guys got this much FaceTime with Winter. It is a chillier day here in Florida, so it's a perfect day to celebrate her. Yeah, it's really amazing how quick she actually is with this disability, but that wouldn't have made her a good candidate to be back out in the wild, because there's going to be other things way bigger and way quicker than her. So we're really happy that we at least get to make sure she remains safe and getting food and meds every single day. And that's thanks to you guys. You know, it's definitely not cheap, but it is worth it. So thank you guys. If you want to go sponsor her, do that at bigcatrescue.biz. There's not a lot of Winter items on our website, unfortunately, but her sponsorship kits are definitely one of the most important things. So I think Jamie's got like a keychain, maybe a pendant or something necklace-wise, but as of right now, your best way to support Winter and her care is either sponsoring her or buying something rehab related. She's definitely kind of our little mascot now. So thank you guys. If you missed any part of this, you can rewatch it at bigcattv.com or right here on our Facebook page. And a little birdie told me that Alethea is doing really well, so if you missed my live yesterday, you can rewatch that there as well. But Alethea just has some worms, acting kind of goofy from it, so she got her medication yesterday. She gets it again in 3 weeks, and I believe she's ready to go back outside, so that will likely happen sometime today. So just an update that she is doing well. So thank you guys so much. Thank you, Winter. Thank you, baby. Yeah, I know. You mean the world to me, sweetheart. Yeah. All right. Thank you guys so much. I hope you have a great rest of your day, a great start to the week. And I believe I'm volunteering tomorrow, so I will plan to see you guys on Wednesday. So thanks, everyone.